Than 100 schools in Vuwani and surrounding areas in Limpopo this morning. There's been no schooling in the area since violent protests began earlier this month, resulting in arson attacks on 24 schools. Many were burnt to the ground. An interministerial team was then sent in to negotiate with community and traditional leaders who are opposed to being incorporated into another municipality. Yesterday, community members began cleaning vandalized classrooms in preparation for the resumption of teaching. For more on the story, let's cross over to Mike Maringa in Vuwani. Mike, a very good morning to you. What indications are there that schooling will in fact resume today?
Good morning to you, Leanne, and to our viewers at home. It's indeed correct that we have seen learners in the morning walking past through us. We are now standing in front of Mpagani PJ school. And just next door, there's another high school that was also bent down to the ground. But the indication is that community leaders have accepted and agreed with the task team that it's about time that they take their learners back to school. All in all, they have lost about 84 hours of teaching. So they are planning or trying their level best to try and close that gap. But to get more on what the community has decided, I'm now joined by Chief Matsila from the Matsila community, just to give us a brief as to what is happening. Chief Matsila, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live. What is the latest with regard to learners going back to school?
The latest is that we have agreed as traditional leaders and parents that children must go back to school as soon as possible so that they can recover from the lost time in terms of studying. We have agreed that it's not necessary to disrupt schools. Our view is that we must respect the rights of learners to go to school. We're very pained by the banning of the schools. It's something that we never expected. That is part of the struggle against the demarcation board, that schools are going to be banned. Having said that, we're appealing to government to come up with a quick program to repair the infrastructure of the school and provide us with mobile classes so that learners can begin to learn. So our commitment right now is to stabilize the area, get life back to normal, and get back the school children to schools. We are going to have a committee that's going to liaise with government in dealing with the issue of the demarcation itself. Also, as you know, we have also decided that we are going to go to court again to appeal the decision and interdict the government on the decision they've taken, or the demarcation board per se. So this is where we are. Where we are, it's about stability and making sure that our children can learn safely.
And lastly, Chief, the children will need your support. There was a suggestion that they will be accompanied to schools. Are we likely to see parents accompanying their children to school this morning?
Yes, there will be that, but I don't think it will be necessary because there's consensus that children and the teachers are not going to be intimidated when they go to school. As you can see, there is already free movement. The roads here are not barricaded. Everybody is now beginning to move freely. So we expect that the situation will normalize quickly.
That was Chief Masia giving us a brief highlight of what is going to happen today when schools resume. You must understand that 24 of them were vandalized, some were even bent down to the ground. But the Department of Education has indicated that they will be bringing mobile classrooms as from tomorrow, and we'll be seeing teachers coming back to school. That was a plea that was made by SATU in this area. And it's back to you at the studio, Lian.
All right, Mike Maringa, thank you very much for keeping us updated there. Mike is reporting from Vuwani ahead of those schools' expected reopening. We'll cross to him, I'm sure, once again during the show.